Yo, so I got a special video for y'all today, you feel me? So, earlier today, I was cooling. I was chilling. I was minding my business, you feel me? Just living my life. And then I suddenly came across this little video, right? It's on Twitter. Some of my friends sent me this video, and I saw it. It immediately caught my eye. It's been making a little bit of traction on Twitter. It has 3,000 likes. Nothing too crazy, but it's been stirring up a little bit of drama on Twitter, you feel me? So, I saw this video, I watched it, and I immediately just bro, this, I need to make a video about this because I feel like this is definitely something like a topic I should touch on. And I just had a lot of, opinion about this. I had a lot of thought, I had a lot of things to say about this. So I'm gonna just play this video right now. I'm gonna have the video right here, you feel me? And I'm gonna just, we're gonna react to this video together, and yeah, so we're gonna see what's up with this, you feel me?
Look, yo, she done flew all the way out here.
You really gonna record me?
Nah, I'm recording shit. They need to know.
You really gonna record me?
Nah, they need to know. I done flew her all the way out to LA. She won't give me no cheeks.
Nigga, you lame.
We been FaceTiming. Come on, we been FaceTiming every day.
I don't give a fuck.
No, we been FaceTiming every day.
And you really taking me all the way back to the fucking airport? You really taking me back to the airport?
You on the phone? Yes, you going to the fucking airport. Yes, you going to the airport.
And you taking me back to the airport because of what? Tell me why.
You didn't give me no cheeks.
Nigga, I'm not fucking obligated to give you no what?
I flew you out.
Nigga, what are you talking about? Nigga, you were lame as fuck. No, you're lame as fuck. No, you're fucking lame. You're lame. Just take me to the fucking airport. Just get me there. Just get me there.
Walk around my crib, titties out and stuff like that, taking showers in my shower.
Nigga, it's my body. What are you talking about?
I don't care. You can't.
I don't have to give you my coochie. Are you okay?
No.
I don't have to give you my coochie.
Laying in my bed? No. You about to get dropped off.
Nigga.
At the airport.
Oh, I don't even know why the fuck I came here.
Look, she didn't want to give me no cheeks.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Stop recording me.
She didn't want to give me no cheeks.
Stop recording me, nigga.
Don't fly her out.
Give me the phone.
Watch out. Don't take my phone.
Stop recording me.
No. Don't fly her out. Look, don't fly her out.
Bruh,
she ain't talking about no cheeks. I've been FaceTiming her.
This is my cheeks, nigga. This is my ass and my coochie. What are you talking about?
I've been FaceTiming her for 2 months.
I don't have to give you, nigga. Just get me there. I don't care, nigga. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't care about none of that shit.
Meet out on FaceTime. She been flirting and stuff. You want a free trip? You
wanted to whip your wiener out, nigga. I ain't asked you to put it in the fucking camera.
Okay, I'm about to whip over here and drop your ass up too.
Whatever, nigga. Just get me there. I don't even know why the fuck I came here. I don't even know why I came here.
I don't know why you came either.
You're a lame ass nigga. You're a lame ass nigga. You a lame ass nigga.
You shouldn't even came. You knew you wanted to do that shit. You shouldn't even came. You should have said.
You can't get no coochie?
What?
You flew me out here to get coochie?
Yes, I did.
Nigga, come on.
Yes, I flew you out for the coochie.
It's cool. You're lame.
I flew you out for the coochie.
You're lame, and I will never talk to you again.
All right, well, you ain't gotta talk to me again. I'm just letting you know.
Nigga, just get me there.
All right, whatever.
The fuck?
Hey, y'all about to drop her ass off.
Yeah, drop me off, nigga.
Y'all ever see her out? Don't fly her out.
Drop me off, nigga. Don't worry about it.
Man,
don't worry about it.
You dumb. Don't trip. You dumb.
So, yeah, that was the video right there. We have a lot to unpack about this video, and I have a lot of opinions. I have a lot of things to say. I have a lot of thoughts about this. So if you don't know what was going on in this video, I'll break it down. So the guy that was recording, with the phone, he flew shorty out, the girl that was in the passenger seat. He flew shorty. He met her online, right? They were talking back and forth for a couple months. They were FaceTiming every day. So he met her online, and they were talking, and then a couple months down the line, he decided to fly her out to LA. I guess, I'm assuming that's where he stays, right? So, boom. He wanted to fly her out for, to fuck. He wanted some coochie. He was trying to crush, you feel me? But she wasn't reciprocating, she was not reciprocating the same energy. So when he tried to make a move and she wasn't feeling it, he decided to take her back to the airport and fly her back to wherever she came from. And during the midst of them going back to the airport, they had a little back and forth, which was this scene right here, like the footage that you saw right here. And they was, arguing back and forth and this and that. And he recorded her, and now this is a video that we see now, and this is the footage that we're reacting to, and this is what we're going to talk about. As soon as I saw it, like, bro, I just had a lot of things to say. I had a lot of opinions about this video, and actually a whole lot of people had a lot of things to say about the video too. You know, I looked through the comments on Twitter, and like, a lot of people have a lot of things. You know, I'm gonna just read some of them right now. Top comment right here says, just because someone flies you out doesn't entitle you to sex. When are we going to have a serious conversation in the black community? He's a rapist, end of story. So this dude flies out a chick, then gets her to the crib and immediately is whipping his wiener out, LOL. Take her back to the airport same day because she ain't busted open immediately, and goes to Twitter like he ain't the one tripping. It's giving rapey predator vibes. She's better off at the airport than with him. I don't have to give you my body, and at his house, he don't have to let you stay. He's a clown for flying people out when I'm sure there's plenty of people around. Just admit you're socially awkward, you don't know how to approach women without offering money. But yeah, obviously there's a lot of polarization going on with this video. You know, there's people on this end of the spectrum and there's people on this end of the spectrum. And, you know, it seemed like there's just a lot of different opinions all in all. And just people just have their own thoughts about this video and this whole interaction in general, you feel me? And because this video caught my attention and me viewing it, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I decided to take it upon myself to give my own opinion, you know, give my own unwarranted, unwanted opinion, you feel me? So like, here we go. Me personally speaking, I don't do that. I would never fly out a bitch just to have sex with her. Me personally speaking, I wouldn't just fly out a girl, you feel me? Because like, I don't think it's worth it, in my opinion. I do not think it's worth it at all. Like, bro, like the trade out value, bro, it's not worth it in my opinion, bro. Like me spending time, energy, you know, money, a whole lot of money just to like make arrangements for the flight, this and that. I don't think it's worth it for just some coochie. I don't think it's worth it. Me personally, I'll never do it. Some men will do it, you know. Some men think it's an even trade, and I have nothing against it. I have nothing against it, you know. It's just something that I personally wouldn't do. I mean, actually something that I can't do, my nigga. I work at Target, bro. I'm on a Target salary, bro. I don't have that sort of bread on me. If I was like Jeff Bezos and just money was just shitting out my ass, then maybe. But like, I don't got that sort of bread right now. But even if I did have that bread, bro, I'm not just out here flying bitches out. I don't care, bro. I don't care how much bread I got. I don't care, bro. I'm not just flying girls out. This and that. I don't care if it's for sex or nothing. I'd much rather me personally, I would rather like travel and shit. I would rather like just travel and just happen to meet these girls, like, because they're in the same like city that I'm traveling to. Like, for example, let's say I'm going to Atlanta, right? And I have a joint I'm talking to in Atlanta, right? And I'm like, I'm finna be in Atlanta this weekend. Like, we should link up, you feel me? Like, something like that. Like, you know, I'd rather do that than me fly her out from Atlanta to meet you. I'd rather do that, you feel me? All right, so let's get to my opinion, right? How I feel about this whole interaction, how I feel about, you know, what he did, whether he was right or whether he was wrong. Me personally speaking, I agree with what he did, you feel me? I personally, I'm not against it. I do not, you know, I'm not opposed to what he did in this video. As a man, right, we put our attention and our efforts to something that we feel like we will eventually reap the benefits for, you know, we will eventually reap the benefits. And him flying her out, him, you know, texting her, apparently they would have like phone sex, you know, before, you know, he flew her out and shit. So she understood, she had a general understanding of what type of timing he was on, you know. It wasn't like some friendship stuff like, oh, like we're just friends. I didn't know, we were just friends. I just didn't know. She understood like the verdict of their relationship. She understood it clearly, right? He decided to fly her out. Like I said, I do not do this. I will never do this. But he decided to do that. He decided to fly her out, expecting that he was going to crash because this is the blueprints that they had set for themselves. So he expected the whole thing to, you know, lay out exactly how he saw it. But Shorty wanted to act weird. Like, if Shorty was staying at his crib, he said Shorty was staying at his crib. Shorty was, you know, showering in his bathroom. Shorty was laying under his bed. Like, Shorty was probably eating his food. this, and that, all this. He was accommodating her entire living for this trip. She was at her receiving, right? But when it was time for her to give, what he wanted was some coochie. And listen, I'm gonna say, I'm not saying women should be out here having sex with men that they do not want to have sex with. I'm not saying women should be out here, give up their coochie just to any nigga or this, and that. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that there is no way you should be flying out to a nigga that you are not into. Like, if you're not into him at all at that level or in that way, if you're not interested in him in that way, why are you flying out to him? Why are you willing to sell him this false idea and fly out to him? Y'all were both having phone sex. And I'm not out here saying women should be having sex with niggas that they don't like. I'm not saying that. It's your body, you're entitled to it. Yes, I do agree with that. But I am saying there is no reason why you should be flying out to niggas that you don't like. If you don't find them like attractive at that level, or you don't want to fuck him, or you don't just see him you don't see him like that at all, there is no reason why you should be out here flying out to a nigga. You should be, going out your way to fly out to a nigga, staying in his crib, doing things in his bathroom, living your life in his crib, living your life at his own space. But yet you're comfortable enough to do that, but you're not comfortable enough to have sex with him. Like, it makes no sense in my eyes. That makes zero sense. Like, what do you think is gonna go on in niggas' heads if you're willing to fly out to them, but you're not willing to have sex with them? What do you think is gonna go on in our heads? We're gonna think you're trying to take advantage of us for our money. Like, we're gonna think that you're just using us as a free trip. Like, you're using this as a free trip, and no nigga wants to be used as a free trip. So that's why he immediately canceled that shit. Like, hell nah, not in my watch. Like, you're gonna pack your shit and you're gonna be getting to step. And like, hell nah. Like, you feel me? Like, this is not like that. It ain't like that here. Or what the fuck? And this is a level of female entitlement that a lot of men are talking about. She's a good looking woman. She's a really good looking woman. You feel me? So I'm assuming she's used her looks to get her access to things that, if she didn't have those looks, she wouldn't have had those access. You feel me? So like, she has this level of entitlement because she looks good. So she's gonna take advantage of that. And there's niggas out here that are not gonna be going for that shit. Like, you're not just gonna take advantage of me because you look good. I'm not gonna just fund your whole trip because you look good, but you're not willing to, have sex with me. And this is bigger than just, all you want is sex. Like, it's not like, because people say it as some sort of shallow shit. Like, no shit, I want to have sex. Like, what the fuck? Am I wrong for wanting to have sex? And it's not the fact that he can't have sex. He can't get sex from any other woman around this area. It's just the fact that he chose to spend his time with you because he thought you was going to give him sex. Like, it's simply, he thought the trade-off was going to be worth it. Like, he just thought the trade-off of him, flying you out, him allowing you to stay in his crib, all that, he just thought it was going to be worth it if you were going to give him sex. But you weren't. You weren't doing that. You weren't going for that. It's just a level of entitlement all in all. And like I said, you should not be giving out your body to just any nigga if you don't like him. Nor do you should be flying out to any nigga if you don't like them either. Like, you should not be flying out. You can't expect to have all the benefits of, doing one aspect, but also you're not willing to give at another end too. Like, you're not, it's just weird as fuck. It's weird as fuck. You have to have a level of comfortability to willing to just fly across the country to go see a nigga. You have to have a level of comfortability to do that. And that is crazy that you have that level of comfortability to fly across the country to see a nigga, but you're not comfortable enough to have sex with him. Or like I say, maybe you just don't see him like that. Maybe you are comfortable enough, but you just don't like him like that. Okay, I understand, but like, why are you flying out to him in the first place if you don't like him? Like, I don't understand that part. But if you were having phone sex with someone like months prior, and then he flies you out, he's not just flying any girl out, even me, he's not just flying any girl out, he flies you out. You know what, in your mind you're saying, like, oh, he just wants to just talk. Like, he just wants to talk. Like, come on now. Like, niggas just don't want to talk just after flying you out, man. Like, people got to stop demonizing men that just want sex. Like, it's not a terrible thing. It's not a bad thing if you can know how to communicate it properly. it's not a bad thing, you feel me? Like, I don't understand why people be demonizing that as if like you're some sort of monster, you're some sort of evil guy. Like, I don't understand. Like, I do the same shit too. Like, if I were to fly a girl out, right? But I wouldn't. Like, I like to say I wouldn't, but like, let's say I were to fly a girl out and we've been on that sort of like timing, then if I'm asking for sex and you're staying in my spot, you're eating my food, you're showering in my bathroom, all this, and that, but yet when I ask for sex, it's like, whoa, you're whoa, like what are you doing now? Dog, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's this whole thing? What was this whole thing about? Like, what was this whole thing about? Like, at this point, I feel like I'm being scammed. Like, so I'm gonna just send you back. Like, I'm not gonna let you just take advantage of me for a free trip. I'm shutting this shit down immediately. Hell nah, brother. We not doing that. Although I do agree with him taking her back to the airport and not putting up with her BS or not doing nothing crazy to her, like doing no crazy shit to her. Although I do agree with him, I also have to like point out the fact that I disagree with him like recording her and shit. Like, him recording her is like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, you put yourself, like, you made yourself like look so like corny. Like, you made yourself look so corny because like she didn't want to fuck you, so like you decided to put her on blast to millions of people on social media. Like, that's some female shit, bro. Like, don't, like, why are you recording? Like, why are you putting your business out there? Because I don't know why I needed to know this. I didn't need to know this. I really truly did not need to know this, but now I know. Like, you should not be out here putting your business out on the internet like this, recording someone else unwarranted, or just recording them because they wasn't willing to have sex with you. Like, this just shows your level of maturity for me. That just shows your level of maturity. And I do not like, I don't, that's lame as hell. I ain't gonna hold you. Now she's like, probably like, thank God I didn't have sex with him. If he's willing to put me on blast on Twitter because I ain't have sex with him, thank God I didn't. Like, nigga, like, it confirms like, nah, this nigga's lame for her. Like, this nigga's lame. Thank God I didn't have sex with him. Because like, if he's willing to do something like this, imagine further down the line, he's willing to do some other shit. They're like, nah, like, bro, this, I don't know. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with, like, putting people on blast like this. Because now you just confirmed in her eyes that you was immature as hell. And, like, you done position yourself as looking like the villain in this situation, even though you're like the victim. Like, you done position yourself as the bad guy. Because, like, you sounding bitter in the video, you know, recorded her, you were just doing all this things off emotion, right? You to position yourself to come off as the one that's the villain and her as the victim, even though she isn't the victim. Like, she's the one who flew out to you, but isn't comfortable enough to have sex with you. Like, dog, that makes no sense. But like, you just position yourself in a bad way by recording her, by like saying, hey, look, don't ever fly her out. Don't ever fly her out. That makes you just look bad, because that makes you just look petty as hell, bro. I understand, like, bro, like, she ain't have sex with you, that you pissed off. I understand that, but that don't mean you should like stoop down to her level of just pettiness or just double down. It's like, oh, I'm gonna just put you on blast on the internet. Like, bro, niggas don't need to know y'all business. Like, this is not something that should be public. Don't put up with her bullshit, but don't be like on some petty shit either, bro. And now imagine other girls that see this, like, oh, dang, that's how he treats women. If they don't want to have sex with him, they're just gonna put me on blast. Like, you just come off as a weird ass nigga, bro. Like, you don't come off as a weird ass nigga, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't like when people do this shit. I really do not like when people just be recording motherfuckers, putting their business on the internet, putting other people's business on the internet, you know, recording their face, you know. This is all just lame as hell, bro. Like, you don't need to be doing none of this, bro. I swear you do not need to be doing none of this. Like, all the people in the comments that saying, like, he's a rapist or like, all that, this, and that, you know, which is a crazy for you to just throw out that word, which, like, people just be throwing out words nowadays just for the fun of it. People just be throwing out words nowadays, I guess, bro. But like, for the people that are out here saying that he's like saying that, you feel me, like, it's not the fact that he's like some sort of molester or something. It's the fact that he wants sex. Like, if you want sex and you was talking to someone like on a sexual manner for a span of some months now, when they come through, you expect that same level of consistency. All right, but as I'm editing this video right now, and I'm seeing, like, hearing the people that are saying, calling him a rapist and all that, I don't really blame them for coming to that conclusion, because, like I said, the way he positioned himself in the video, like, he positioned himself so terribly to the point that people are now just calling him the villain, as if like he isn't the one that's the victim in the reality. But like I said, it's the way he positioned himself. So I just want to clear that up as I'm editing this video right now. So yeah, this is my take on the whole thing. You know, this is how I feel about it. Let me know if y'all feel the same way. Let me know how y'all feel. You feel me? Like whether y'all agree with me or whether y'all disagree with me. And let me know why you disagree with me. Like, hey, like I don't think I disagree with you because, you know, just poke holes in my logic. You know, why am I wrong in certain aspects? Or if you agree with me, like, okay, yeah, I agree with you, this, that. Or how would you react in this situation? How would you react? You know, how would you react if you were to fly someone out? First off, if you even would fly someone out, and if you would fly someone out, how would you react if you fly someone out and they're not willing to have sex with you? You know, let me know how you feel about that. Let me know how you feel. You know, that situation, not a good situation at all. You know, making noise on Twitter, so I decided to make a little video about it. So yeah, that's the whole video. You know, appreciate y'all for watching. Be safe, man. I'm gone.